Hey everybody, thought I'd give you a little rundown on working the heads on this small block Chevy. Set of heads here that's in pretty rough shape. I took these off a block a few years ago, and they've just kind of been sitting on the shelf, and they were filthy dirty. They were bad. It was they're a set out off a 74 Chevy pickup. It's a good set of heads. They're 350, 400 heads, and so I thought I'd give them a little restoration here. I'll be using the same. I'm changing springs, new seals, and that type of thing. But for the most part, I'm using all the same valves. They're rough. They got a little bit of pitting. We've already started lapping the valves on the one head here. It looks. I don't know if you can see anything, but it's getting there. I think they'll work out. But the point of this is how I prep these heads. Well, I built this tank right here. Is made from a 30-gallon propane tank. It's been cut in half. Good, thick, solid steel. And I got a burner, propane burner that I have set up, put underneath it. And I use this oil eater cleaner degreaser. Some good stuff. You mix a gallon of this to 5 gallons of water, and you put it in the tank. Both heads will fit right down they'll fit right in this tank. You can fit both heads at the same time. It's deep enough you can completely cover the heads. With the valves and the spring and everything will still be on it all together. Set that up, you turn that burner on, and you just let her boil. And that cleaner with the water it'll just get the boiling in there, and just let it boil. You can use something to kind of move your heads around, and after a couple hours it cleans them up really well. Then you pull them out of the solution, set them out, pressure wash them, and they come out really clean that way. Now with these heads, I had I had some rust in there. So what I did after after I got them clean, pressure washed, got the grease and everything off of them, then I went ahead and I cleaned out. I let the degreaser cool off, put it in, just tip this up, poured it in 5-gallon buckets, put it back into my cleaner, and then I put a couple of gallons of evaporust in here. And again, laid the heads down in there and let that evaporust work for a few hours. Now a lot of people say, oh, evaporust don't work. Well, the key for evaporust to work is it has to be warm. Luckily we've had nice hot days right now, so it was over 100 degrees the past couple of days. That evaporust works great. So within about 2-3 hours it had basically taken all the rust that was left in these heads and cleaned it out. There's one little section in here on this head here that I couldn't quite, should have had a couple more gallons, would have been nice, of evapor rust, but you can see the little bit of the center has some surface rust on the center of that. Didn't quite get it. I tipped it up once up on one side, then I tipped it up on the other side, and just left that little bit of a center right there that didn't get cleaned up. But that's okay, because it's just surface rust. It's not going to affect anything. It's all oiled down right now. Let's get this head here, set it down. This one here I turned up and had a little bit more rust down in here. Didn't quite get all that in there, but I'm going to get a I'll get a wire wheel, smaller wire wheel down in there and clean that out, and we'll be good to go. But other than that, cleaned up and lapped these valves. They were in rough shape. We might have some, see if I can get this to come up here. See if we might have some slight pitting still left in there, but I think I'll get a seal. Guess I'll find out when I test the seal once I get it put back together and everything. I think we'll be good. Well, that'll do it for this video, and I hope that helps somebody how to clean up parts. Take care, everybody.